Welcome back. We have done 6 of my top 20 games so far. Now I'm going to add 3. I call them my no-brainers, as I would expect these pretty much to be in anybody's top 20 list. They all are for the same system, the Nintendo Entertainment System. So guys, let's get started here. Well, of course, you knew Super Mario Bros. 3 had to be in my list. I was actually 19 when this game came out, so I wasn't a kid, but I absolutely loved this game. I was definitely anticipating this game coming out. I mean, just the whole overall style, gameplay of this game, I would say is almost near perfect. It is just a beautiful game for the NES. And yes, this is the only Super Mario Bros. Game that makes my top 20 list. Yes, I know the Galaxy series is really good. The new Super Mario Bros. Games are really good. Even the 3D World games are amazing. But you know what? Give me Super Mario Bros. 3 any day over any of those. I do know many YouTubers think this is probably the best NES game of all time, and you know what? I probably have to agree with them. I know the next game that's coming up in my list is right there with it, but I think this one basically just edges it out just by a tiny bit. Unfortunately, this is one of those games back in the day that I was never able to complete due to lack of skill. Never been a really good platformer, but you know what? I may try to give this one a go again someday, even though my skills are probably worse than they were back then. Alright guys, once this level completes, which is right here, we will move on to the next game in my list. And yes, another must for my list. Of course, this is Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Another amazing Castlevania game. This, by the way, is not my favorite Castlevania game. It will be coming up here in the next week or two. But this is definitely my number 2 game. You may ask, why do I like this game? Well, it's got super tight controls. I think the graphics are really good. The music is absolutely amazing in this game. But probably the number one reason why I like this version of the NES Castlevania games is because of the branching paths that you can take at the end. Once you beat the boss or you get to the end of the level, some of them will let you go different ways, so it definitely has some replayability as well. A few more really cool things about Castlevania 3 are there's multiple characters you can play, and there's multiple endings as well, which is awesome. Alright, well I'm going to let this run for a little bit so you can see a little bit of the first level, then we will move on to the final game. Ah yes, a favorite of everyone. This is the original Legend of Zelda. I can honestly say I've never beat this game, But back in the day, the same people and friends who I went over to their house to play D&D, and we played the Wizard's Crown game. My best friend in high school, his little brother, I watched him sit down and actually play this game and complete it a long time ago, so I never really felt the need to beat it, although now I really would like to go back and actually try to complete this game because it is absolutely amazing. It was so groundbreaking at the time. I mean, there's still so many games that kind of use this game as a template to make their games. Currently, this is probably my favorite Zelda game. There is another one. I'm not really going to mention it because it does not make the top 20 list, and I really feel it should. It's just because I haven't played it very much. So I may do a separate video at some point showing and telling and talking about some of the games that kind of missed my list and why they missed them, such as the game I'm just mentioning now. Oh, I also was never really into the 3D games. Yes, I know they're really cool, and maybe at some point I'll get into them. I've played them all. I just never really spent a lot of time in them. I've always really enjoyed the 2D Zelda games. Well guys, this is my list of 3 no-brainer games that I've added to my top 20 list. Stay tuned, and hopefully I'll keep going and we'll get all 20, a little overview of each of them, and then I will make a video to rank them all. Again guys, thanks again for watching.